Hey guys, Soda here, back again doing another movie review after a pretty long time once again. And today we'll be reviewing Wandavision. It's actually not a movie; it's a TV show. So yeah, as you guys may know, Doctor Strange in I forgot what the title was. Just Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, that comes out this Friday. And before that comes out, I thought of reviewing 2 MCU shows and a few Sam Raimi movies. So we'll be reviewing WandaVision, and then we'll be reviewing Loki, and then we'll be reviewing I think 4 or 5 Sam Raimi movies, something like that. Cause I like Sam Raimi a lot as a director, and him directing Doctor Strange was perfect, and I can't wait to see how that turns out. So WandaVision is directed by Matt Shakman and features Elizabeth Olsen, Paul Bettany, Tiona Paris, Catherine Hahn, Kat Dennings, Evan Peters, and Randall Park. So I'm not gonna get to the plot of this TV show because I'm pretty sure you all may know the plot already, and if I do, it'll just take forever. So yeah. So do I like WandaVision? I haven't seen WandaVision since last year, since it first came out. Since the last episode came out. I haven't even watched a single episode of WandaVision since then. Since last year when that one episode came out, the last episode I mean. So yeah, I do remember a lot from the show. Don't get me wrong. I do remember a lot from the TV show. I do remember it pretty clearly. So yeah. I like WandaVision. I just don't love it though, you know? Many people love this show when it was coming out. Me personally, I did, but once it was getting around to the middle part, that's when it started to get a little lagging, and the last episode ended very weirdly. But I'll get into that a bit later, but for now, I'll just talk about what I think of all the episodes. So first off, the first 3 episodes, I would say were easily the best episodes, actually. I really enjoyed episode 1 and 2 a lot, the whole black and white feel to it a lot. I really enjoyed those, and they felt like 40s and 50s TV shows, and I really like those episodes. I don't know, those episodes didn't have any action in it, nor were they hugely important, but I don't know, I found those episodes to be the most enjoyable, actually. I found them to be very funny, very and I really even though the TV show is not real, I still enjoyed a lot of the stuff with Wanda and Vision and their whole relationship at home and all of that. And yeah, and I really enjoyed how it was they're literally made to look like 30s and 40s TV shows, with the laugh tros and the little cartoon sequences, yeah, and there's even little commercials too, which the commercials I didn't really enjoy much. I didn't really enjoy the commercials within the TV show. That's just me, but I didn't enjoy them. I know some people enjoyed those and found those funny, but me personally, I didn't think they were very necessary to me. But yeah, the first 3 episodes were cool. And I enjoyed episode 3 a lot, how it was back in color, and I thought that whole scene where Wanda was delivering the 2 little twins was funny. That whole scene was funny. When she got done giving birth to the first one, they thought she was done, but then she screams, and then that scares Vision. So yeah, I thought those scenes were very funny. Yeah, and then WandaVision, towards the beginning, it's very, very suspenseful, and that's what I liked about it a lot, is it gets very suspenseful. And episode 3 definitely got super suspenseful when it was showing there was this one girl. I forgot the character's name, but she was in Doctor Strange. But I do remember, I remember there are some characters in this movie that I don't remember their names much, but you guys may know who I'm talking about. That girl from Doctor Strange. I mean, not Doctor Strange. Captain Marvel. My bad. That one girl from Captain Marvel. How she was in there, and Wanda kicks her out because she realizes she doesn't belong here. So yeah, that whole episode was pretty cool. But episode 4, as soon as we get to episode 4, that's when the show drags a bit. Because episode 4, I wasn't even interested in episode 4 much. I understand that that's where you understand what's going on and all of that, but I don't know, the stuff, I really enjoy the stuff with Wanda and Vision a lot, in the TV show. I really enjoyed that whole stuff in that dome. In case you guys haven't seen the TV show, I will get into spoilers. I totally forgot to say that. I'm always forgetting to talk about that. I'm going to talk about spoilers. So this whole review will be spoiler filled. So if you have not seen this TV show, please leave this review. So yeah. What was I going to say? So I really enjoyed the stuff with Wanda, like I said. But the stuff with the other people, Kat Dennings' character, I forgot her name. How could I forget her name? I've seen the Thor movies a lot. How can I forget her name? But I do know that one guy, the Chinese dude, I think his name was Jimmy or something like that. Jimmy Woo. I don't know. Like maybe I might be confusing him with someone else, but all the stuff with them, like all the stuff with those people, I didn't really give a shit about much. Like I just found all the scenes with them just to be super boring and to just be some stuff where it was kind of useless too. Like with the director, like I know this guy's name because I just googled it. Director Hayward or something like that. Like like the guy in charge of that whole like facility where they're trying to like go through the dome and try to get Wanda out of there. That whole character with all the shit with him, I did not give a flying fuck about him. I really hated him. He was easily my least favorite character of this whole TV show, and that whole ending with him, like I didn't even give a shit about what was happening with him at all. And he was kind of like a side antagonist. I didn't even give a shit for him. But like I will say this, the three just the two, like Jimmy Woo, I don't think I'm saying his name. I don't think I'm saying his name right, but like I'll just say the actor's name, Randall Park and Kat Dennings. Their two characters in the movie were great. Like I really enjoyed them. Like their performances were great, and like their characters were great. Like I really enjoyed them a lot. But I didn't really enjoy that one girl from Captain Marvel. I didn't enjoy her like very much, like at all. Actually, I didn't even enjoy her at all. Actually, but yeah, but Randall Park and Kat Dennings really like saved that whole side plot for me actually, because they were pretty good, and I really liked and Kat Dennings, her character was funny too. Like her name will come back to me, but like I just can't remember right now. But she was really funny in the TV show. Like even the other guy was really funny too. So yeah. And episode 5, I really enjoyed episode 5 actually. Like episode 5 showing you how the kids are growing up and all of that. And I really like how it shows like the kids are growing up so fast and all of that. But oh wait, yeah, episode 4 there wasn't much scenes I enjoyed there. But episode 5, like I really enjoyed seeing like how the kids are growing up and how they're babies. And then oh yeah, and I also really like Sparky, the little dog. Like Sparky was cute, and like how he died, and like the kids were so sad, and she was like they wanted to bring him back to life, and she was like, I can only bring back family, and they were like, but he is family. Like I felt really bad for Sparky. Like I love that scene a lot. Episode 5 was one of my favorite episodes too. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and then I really enjoyed that whole scene where Wanda goes out of the dome, and then she's like, take your shit out of here, like get out of here before I do something. And then like she's warning all of them. And I think there was a little fight there, like a small fight, but I do remember that scene was pretty cool. And then of course at the end of that episode, Evan Peters shows up, and Evan Peters showing up was a huge surprise, and I really enjoyed that. But his character, yeah, I'm really iffy about him. Like it was cool to see Evan Peters back as Quicksilver, especially in the MCU, but his whole character was very useless to me, and I didn't really get why he was there much. Like he didn't really need to be there. Like yeah, he didn't even need to be there at all. And like by the end of it, like who he is, he's Ralph Boner. It's like, what the fuck, like what, question mark? Yeah, so I didn't really get like the whole shit with like Quicksilver coming back. Let me think. And then episode 6 was good too with the Halloween episode. Oh yeah, and I think episode 5 and 6 were like 70s and 80s like we're supposed to look like 70s and 80s episodes, I think. And what was I gonna say? Yeah, episode 5 was made to look like a 60s. Oh wait, no. Fuck, I'm getting all this mixed up. Episode 1 and 2 were made to look like 40s and 50s episodes, and I think episode 3 was made to look like a 60s episode. Episode 4 didn't do any of that. Episode 5 was made to look like a 70s episode. Episode 6 was made to look like an 80s episode. Episode 7 was made to look like a 90s episode. So yeah, episode 6, it was good, but it's definitely my least favorite ones from the ones that I think were good, but yeah, but it was good. Like the whole Halloween thing was cool, and like the whole thing was. Oh, and I like the whole thing with Vision, where he's barely finding out. Like I can't remember my life before Pleasantville or whatever that town was called, or shit. I forgot a lot about this show. I should have like gone more deep into this. I should have gone more deep into this TV show, but Pleasantview. I don't know, like something View. I don't know. but he's like, I can't remember my life before any of this, and like he's trying to find out like about him. He's trying to find out like where he is and like what all of this is even is. And I really like that whole thing with Vision where he's trying to find out about himself like outside of the TV show. Yeah, and Vision, I actually like Vision more than Wanda in this TV show. Actually, like Vision, I cared a lot about him actually. And episode 7 was okay. I mean, like, that episode was kind of boring, to be honest. It was made to look like a 90s TV show, but I don't know. I wasn't really into episode 7 much, and there wasn't really much happening at all in episode 7. So, yeah. But the only thing I liked about episode 7 was the whole 90s feel to it. Like, you know, those 90s TV shows when, like, there's, like, the characters just sitting down there just talking about, like, their life and, like, narrating the TV show as they go along. You know what I'm talking about. But I enjoyed that in episode 7. I thought that was funny, and how even Vision was like, why am I even sitting here talking to you? Like, what am I doing? Yeah, and episode 8 was cool. Episode 8 was actually my favorite episode of the TV show, where it shows you Wanda's past and like how she got her powers, and like the whole thing with the not the Power Stone, the Yellow Stone, the Mind Stone. Yeah, the Mind Stone. Yeah, where it shows her how she got her powers through the Mind Stone, and like she was being experimented on. I really enjoyed that. And then like her backstory when she was a kid, when they were talking about like how like their parents died from like an explosion and the bomb set Stark Industries. Like I really enjoyed seeing all of that come to life. So yeah, and then I really enjoyed like seeing like how Wanda made the whole town, like how she made the whole town, because she was so sad that Vision died, and she wanted to bury Vision, but they were like, no, he's literally like $1 billion worth of vibranium. We can't put this to the ground. And she was really, really sad her lover died, and so she went to the town, to Pleasantville, or I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm sorry if I keep like saying it wrong. Like, sorry. But she goes to that town, and then she gets really, really sad, and like there's like an empty house, and then she cries, and then that's when she makes the town, because of her rage and how much, and her anger and her sadness, that all of that creates the town. And then she like brainwashes all the people of the town, and then that's when she makes Vision, and then that's when she becomes happy with her own version of Vision. And a lot of people theorize that Wanda is the strongest Avenger. I mean, I wouldn't disagree actually. Like, she is really strong. I would actually say like her and Thor are the strongest of the Avengers, but I'm kind of stuck on which one's stronger though, because like Thor almost killed Thanos and Wanda didn't even come close. I mean, kinda in Endgame when she almost split him in half in that one scene at the end of Endgame. Let me think. But yeah, Wanda, like, she was phenomenal in this TV show, if I haven't said that already. Like, she was phenomenal. Like, Wanda, she's always cool in all the movies she's in. Like, Wanda was fucking awesome in this TV show. And, like, you really feel her anger and her sadness, too. And you really feel bad for her. And that's what I really loved about the TV show, is you really feel for her. And when she's, like... And when she doesn't want the other people interfering, like, you can totally get where she's coming from, too. And that's what I really like about it, is, like, you can really, like, side with Wanda a lot. Yeah. But a flaw I have with this TV show is mainly the 3 episodes that mainly drag, episode 4, 7, and 9. But, and another flaw I have with it was, like, when the TV show was coming out, like, when all the episodes were coming out, many people on social media kept making so much fan theories and all of that, like all these fan theories that Mephisto's gonna be in the TV show, that like so much, like a lot of shit, like Doctor Strange is gonna show up in the TV show, like so much shit like was like occurring with like so much fan theories, and I actually was believing in them, and I actually thought if that happened, that would have made the TV show awesome. But like those fan theories just kind of overhyped the TV show for me. Like, I shouldn't have even been through social media looking at the fan theories, because like those really, really overhyped the TV show for me, and those are kind of, I think that's like another reason why I kind of like don't love this TV show, because those theories just really overhyped this for me. So yeah, but by the end of the TV show, you find out that Agnes was the one pulling all the strings, and she's the main villain of this TV show. And I like the whole scene. It was Agatha all along. Yeah, that scene was funny. And then, but that whole last episode, like, I thought this TV show could have ended so much better. And I mean so much better. Because this TV show ended so lazily. Like, the way it was ending, like, just seemed very lazy. Like, they just ended it with an end battle in the sky and all this shit. And then, like, Evan Pete, like, Quicksilver's Ralph Boner, and, like, the Captain Marvel girl easily, like, gets out of his reach. I mean, it just ended so quickly. Like, it didn't give us time with this ending. Like, it just ended, like, so weirdly. Like, and it just leaves so many questions, too. Like, shouldn't they jail Wanda for doing something very villainous, like brainwashing, like hundreds of people, like, under her, like, under her like, like, under her control? Yeah, like, what she does is very villainous, and they don't even press charges on her. Like, they literally just let her go, and, like, it just ends, like, happily, and it's like, what? Like, after all this that happened, this TV show shouldn't have ended happily. Like, and then Agnes, Wanda ends up, like, controlling Agnes and makes her, like, her role that she chose, the whiny neighbor or whatever. But, like, it just raises so many questions. Like, how will Agnes stay like that forever? And, like, what? Like, Agnes, she still has her consciousness. Like, she can still come back. Like, what? Like, that whole scene with, like, Agnes's conclusion was just super, like, confusing. And it was, yeah, so, like I said, that whole last episode just raised so many questions. But I will say this, it was emotion. There was a lot of emotion when she was saying bye to Vision and all her kids, and, like, she had to move on. I will say that, like, that scene was very emotional. And yeah, what else was I gonna say? But Agnes, like, with her, I liked Agnes. Agnes was a cool character. I would say she was funny too. She was really funny. And Catherine Hahn, she's always in a lot of, like, dirty comedy movies, and it was cool seeing her in a Marvel TV show. So yeah, and what else? Agnes was cool, and, like, her whole, like, witch plan, and she gave Wanda her name, the Scarlet Witch, and she wanted to take her power. I thought that was a cool plan. Agnes was just a solid villain. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Is there anything else I should say? And then White Vision. I totally forgot about White Vision. White Vision. That was another big question about the finale, was but I did think that fight was cool with White Vision and regular Vision. But it just raises so many questions when Vision gives him back his memory, and then he's like, I am Vision. And then he flies up into the sky, and then it's like, what the fuck happened? Like, where the fuck did he go? Like, what? Like, where the fuck? What could he possibly have gone to? Like, what? It never even shows you where he went. Like, not even in the end credits. Like, nothing. Like, we don't even have any MCU movies right now that show you what happened to White Vision. So that's another huge question that raised a lot. Yeah. What else? Anything else I should say? Oh yeah, but hopefully it explains that in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I think that's all I have to say about the show. So yeah, this show was good. Rating, I think I'll rate this show a B+. Yeah, it was good. So yeah, bye, and see you all in the next review.